Guys, G whatever here, back with another video. As you can see from the thumbnail and the title, this is a ten sub special. If I'm gonna let him 10 subs. Thank you for thank you all, thank all y'all my viewers that decided to watch. No one has subscribed. I'm happy. 8 10 though may not be a lot right now, but who knows? I might get a lot of scraps in the future, but future can tell, or the future can only tell what's gonna happen in the future. So let's get started with Deku had NZT and MPH4. That's what I'm gonna try to run. Let's say when he was born. Let's go back before Deku was born. His mother and his father. No. Fuck that. No, scrap that part. You see the loan. I see Hisashi walking. As, Hisashi, he's walking. He runs, was walking. He runs into a woman, and what you see her, a lot of stuff. And you see them in the office. He's walking down the office hall. He runs into a woman, and he bumps into her as as she drops her. She begins to pick up. He begins to help her pick her up. Says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And it's actually that boy says, she's beautiful. I don't know, she is beautiful. It's like, thank you, hey, it's no problem. At least you have for me picking. Ingo says, thank you. It's okay. At least you have for me picking me up. And how the other guys do? They just leave. They just keep walking. Really? And she goes, wow, that's really, I didn't expect that. But as he says, I didn't expect that there's someone that's beautiful. You into in that moment blushes a bit. Unexpectedly, she didn't expect that. Because let's just say he is on Sashi's on some NZT right now. He's on that NZT. Let's say Hisashi. If you see Limitless, definitely just on Limitless, and that's for you know what easy. If you watch Limitless, you know what that. If you push for it and forgot the movie name, but if you know where it comes from. Hold up. And the MPH4, as I think it's called, is from Lucy. As I now just remembering that. I was about to look it up, but I just remembered. So yeah. But back to the what else. As he's on a bit of NZT to be precise. Though you want to work. This is one of the. This is in the office of this is in the FBI. Because of Inko's smartness, because of analysis and much more happen of seeing things. She does have a telekinesis core, but because of the MPH4, it's a lot stronger than it was before. Because MPH4 is a permanent. Accidentally getting it into, just she looking for a drug that has quirks. But before, the quirk has the drugs created, this was created. This was the thing. Not a lot of people know about it. She was looking on the dark web and found this. It's increases brightness and it increases your quirk, but that's how they knew about it. People who took it usually they just don't know anything. It just got erased from history. Everything, everybody, everything in there, just like that, gone. Nobody. My Inko is one of the survivors. Thinking like that's survivors, as she calls herself, thinking that she's the only one that hasn't disappeared. Since they both own her, they both own NPH NZT and one of NZT. I saw some NZT, and Inko has MPH4 in that system. And this, unbeknownst to him, unbeknownst to Inko, or they unbeknownst to both each other. They don't know each one is on drug, but wondering, in his son, how many pills has he took? Oh yeah, just let you know, he has resistance, so he don't it's a permanent resistance. He can take as many as he won't, and he won't die from it. He got his sources where he get the drug from, but not even the FBI got him yet. And he's literally in the FBI. They don't even know yet. So yeah, just remember, no, it's time skip. You see them, you see them, you see him, you see them just walking. He says, "Wow, I didn't know you had such an eventful life." He goes, "Yeah, a lot of things has happened. Don't get me started with my uncle. How he he's a riot. He's a little riot. He, this man's a magician. This man will do these weird things, and though I can't really describe him or say, it's there but not. I haven't seen him in a while though. I do wonder what's he doing now. Family. Sashi says family is a thing we all have, but don't. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes but we all love each other, right? Yeah. What else is? I'm sorry. Is this your house? In Coco's, yeah, it's my house. Oh yeah, guys, do a fucking look at it. No. Inko, he says, "See you later, Sashi." He says, "See you later, Inko." This as she walks in and closes the door, locks it, falls to her knees, blushing. Cause he has flirted with her a little bit, and while walking, she just don't know how to, I just don't know what to do. Since the not the NZT, but MPH4 is not that high. It's not like, it's not Lucy style. It's not Lucy high yet. It's not Lucy now. It's not that high. Because this is more or less like but it's more like because of her quirk and the factors, other factors in it, it won't constantly go up. It won't constantly go up. So yeah, it's not gonna get any higher. So I'm just, you know. She's like, it's 4. I'm thinking, yeah, 5. It's 5. She's blushing. And Sashi, now we go to Sashi. He's like, he puts his arms like, throws it back down. Says, yes. It's gonna be it. He's like, yes, I'm hitting off with her. Thank you. All my time, never, man, touch a girl like her. I've been around flirting with girls all of my life. I love her. Oh, God. He really, he puts me somewhere I never been before. He sighs. So, God. He's such God. I pray you, thank you for letting me and him, Inco and ZT. If it wasn't for this, I might have been able to flirt. I might have not been able to even hit off with her well. I was just a junkie before, but now, after this, after realizing what I could do, and even after it, I realized something. I gotta do something in my life. I've been sitting doing drugs a lot. I haven't had enough time. I haven't even thought of doing anything. Huh. Jeez. Was it for this NZT? I might still be a junkie to this day. What not meaning eco. So glad I'm out here though. As you know, time skip. You see him though. He says, you see him in a restaurant. As he gets, I get this, he begins, it's like, Sasha, like, in his head, he's like, I hope his voice, I hope to God she says yes. As you know, he begins to start choking. He goes, he gets up, says, Sasha, you okay? And he continues to go, says, somebody help. He basically beginning to spit out, just to throw up, spit up a box. He says, as he opens this, will you marry me, Inko? She just, she puts her hands on her mouth, begin crying. She didn't expect this. She's like, she's speechless. She's, Sashi, he just I'll marry you. Just, it's just, as he gets to, she goes to hug him. As she goes to hug him. He picks it up and gets a spin. Says, I love you, Inko. Says, Sashi, I love you too. And time skip. You in the hospital? Sashi's beside her, ripping the hell out of his hand, and she's given by Zuko. Time skip, he's 4. No, Zuko, no, not time skip. Zuko, he's been, after being born, he's a little aware of something. Because of the fact that his mind power, as it's still developing inside, it's a lot higher than a regular baby's. It's like 0.1, it's like 0.111. It's not high, but it's definitely more higher. He can hear on him. He begins to understand a little. And his mind beginning to divulge and learn about it. At the age, at the age of 3, this man, Zuko was already talking. And I done surprised of Inko and Hisashi. He did not expect, the Zuko be talking so fast. He's like, and you want to, I guess the first was hello, but surprisingly it's not mama or dada. It's like they surprised by that. It's hello. This is what? He's like, wait, you can, huh? They are both surprised, but because of something, because they took the drug one few times. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because it's like the thing is dead in his system, but in the system it is starting to develop. But at the same time, up he's 4. His his development his development in him developing a lot faster, and his beating product, it stops altogether as it begins to realize it's not good for his body. It was developing, but it could produce it. It's realizing that it's still too strong for his body. His body realizes it's still too strong at this moment for his body to handle it. Cuts that off. It's still there, but it's just not owned yet. As over time, by the time it's 4, it's completely out of his system. I mean that his system, his body has to take in both of them, just to even, get it back to running. Has to get it back to producing it. For, since, it's been too long out of the system. He's like, Mom, says, yes, Zuko? Can, can we go to the quack doctor today? And I think that's the age they went. I'm trying to remember. It's not too vivid in my head. Yeah, it was. So he goes to the quack doctor, and they see, he says, the quack doctor says, Inko, can you come in? He says, come in. He says, yeah. I need to tell you in a private room. Why? It's something wrong. I don't want Zuko to hear. But Zuko, why? It seems her son, it's like, we can't tell. It's like, you cannot tell if he has a quirk or not a quirk. You don't know. You have not a clue. It seems like there's something there, but nothing. He doesn't have the joint and do blood tests, and nowadays, so you don't have to just rely on the pinky joint and the joint, the extra. Is the extra, or I think it was the extra joint. The extra joint in the pinky toe. We got more blood tests. And it's like a thing we can't tell it's up there, but not. We have no idea what it is, and just sitting there. We cannot tell what kind of quirk it is. What? So you're saying he might not have a... No, it might not be that. He might have a power is, as you know, quirks. However, it might even have, as y'all know, these powerful quirks all have drawbacks. I mean, strong ones, like like adaptation. That's one quirk. It if it can let the person adapt, but if they adapt, as they begin to, as they stay in that environment too long, their minds begin to adapt too, causing them to stay in the forest. They become primitive. Yes, that's a drawback to it. That's a pretty damning drawback. The mind stay there too long, your mind begin to adapt and become primitive. That begin to adapt with the area you in. Yeah, that's a pretty damning drawback. But he might have been, instead of being, he might have really have a big drawback. Like, you might just have limitations, and maybe that's power, not a limitation, not a drawback, but something that limits it, but might have a drawback. It might not be serious, but it might be stronger than a regular quirk. Who knows? Because Jesus Lord, we never, I mean ever, through this quick started. Never ever seen something like this. This is surprising, man. So I said you say he doesn't know if he have a quirk. Let's tell him to say like he they don't know his quirk. He can't tell his quirk yet. They don't know. No, he don't know he doesn't have it. He doesn't know if he has a quirk yet. Just say that because as depending people, mostly children. I just say I didn't have a quirk. And guess the fuck what? I was bullied a lot by children. Sometimes fed up, but yeah, I'm gonna just say that because it might not have a big ass effect because Jesus Christ, children these days are horrible. And when they have a powerful quirk and they pray, I'm dead on. Bro, don't get me started. I was trying to save everyone. I would have to acquire, guess what? Guess what the fuck the heroes did? Sorry about my language. I just bring back horrible memories I just don't like. I say, he goes, it's okay. Memories can never always be good. And I did save them. Guess what they did? They just got mad at me, told me off, but praised the other kid. I don't get that. This is not, repeat, it's not the doctor who works for All For One. Just let you know that. Because, he would easily be telling that to All For One in seconds. You know? you know, Zuku, they said they can't figure your quirk out. So what? I thought they could figure out any quirk. It seems that you may be special. What? Zuku, you're not maybe at work because FBI is getting hatchback was getting a little tougher. And a lot more from him. And because I have to quit. But I'm telling you, you're definitely special. You may not remember, you was a prodigy. You started talking when you were 3 years old, which is that normal? No. Usually they begin speaking at 4 or 5 maybe. You're something special. I'm telling you. You're definitely gonna be special. Maybe brother be the number one hero. Zuki goes to say, really? The number one hero? Yes, maybe. Only few people could tell. Truly. Hi. As you know, Ingo, it goes back, but let's just say. Let's say Zuku, because, he got bullied because they were just thinking he was fucking around, lying. Because of this, he just started to get into drugs to numb out the pain. Like, his mom, Inko, she had to go back to work because Hisashi, he's just fucking lord. This nigga is Hisashi. His mind, he baseline in the fucking coma, and she could barely pay attention to Zuko. She tried, but waiting comes in, making it a little harder for her to pay attention. But when she get daylight, she spend time with Zuko, which she definitely can tell something wrong with him. He tries, but gets out. One of these days, Hisashi wakes up from coma, but I think because Inko trying to take him to the amusement to what the fuck you wanna call it, to a fair. Yeah, they got in a car accident. Hisashi, he got it. He can't wake up. He started drinking a lot more. He started drinking. I mean that heavy drinking. Hisashi is about drunk half the time. Except if he was at work. And this, like, by the time he usually stopped from working because they could tell he was off. It's like just let him do paperwork for the rest of his time he here, and he be there for like half the fucking day till night. Or those late working. It'd be the next day by the time he back. It's Zuko, he doesn't know what to do. He's drinking, doing drugs. He can't even his dad, because he started someone else. Drinking wasn't enough for him. He kind of started abusing Zuko. Yeah, it sucked for Zuko. He wanted to end it all, but he was too scared to kill himself. So guess what? He was this thing called NZT. Hey, he started, so he started believing he didn't have a quirk. He didn't even have a quirk. So he gave up. He sat in his room, he got abused and bullied at school. Bakugo, because of Zuko, he still had his good grade. Let's say Bakugo, it's a little worse because Bakugo, after hearing his, let's say Bakugo, he's gonna visit him. After hearing that Izuku does not care about Izuku, will beat the shit out of him because the quirky fucking nerd. Just, and he says he's gonna get him. He could do all kinds of things. After he knocked, he's gonna just go in, knocked. And see, he could dare to hear Izuku wailing, crying, asking Hisashi to stop hitting him. He dead on. He's like, in that moment, he's like, what is he doing? Like I say, he has been around Izuku's house once or twice. He went through the brick, threw a bear cat through Izuku's window once. Izuku, so he knows the back as he see Izuku Hisashi hitting him and doing some things he shouldn't be doing. I mean that. This put him. In this moment, Bakugo realized the world is a fucked up place. And realized after that, he started noticing shit a lot more. He seen that he was almost in an incident yesterday. That's what the hero did. The hero dead ass did nothing. Not nothing, they tried, but instead of completely, they could see a person in there, guess what they did? They still went in. Guess what? People got killed. Most of them. Because of their quirk. He didn't listen. He dead didn't listen. He thought he could stop him. This man was dead on cocky ass out of his mind. He's quite someone that could stop him. But this man, he did not care for all people. He just wanted to get paid. He's like, oh shit. He doesn't know what. Zuko, he's hurt. That's just say. It's like one of these days, while he is, Hisachi's in the middle of doing some inappropriate things to Zuko, while Zuko's begging Hisashi to stop. He's not. You hear a knocking dead on. He's not. Hisashi says, "What the fuck is this?" He says, "What? What's the person want now?" He's going difference. Hey, he don't have any friends. As Zuko says in a panting voice, he says, "What they want of you." He stops and pulls his pants back up. Zuko is left there dead, crying. His innocence is dead gone. So I'll say, yeah, his life's about to be real fucked up until he get the NZT and MPH4. Yeah, it's about to be real fucked up. He comes and says, "Hey, I'm Izuku's friend." Ibaka says, "Hey, Mr. Hasashi, I'm Izuku's friend from Techno." Says, "Zuku, you got a visitor." Sounds like someone. He says, "Who is it?" Bakugo, he instantly quakes in fear because Bakugo, though he hasn't blown him, it seems he did in the past. It makes it just good feel Bakugo. He comes in and says, he sees Bakugo, says, he says, "I want to talk." It's okay. He says, "Actually, before character, you tell him anything, I'll kick your ass and make you wish you never did it." He says in the shit, "Oh, okay." He says, "Hey, Baku, I didn't know what you're doing. No, please, I promise you to God I will." As he, Bakugo goes back in. He goes to grab because he got pretty good grasp on his quirk, and Izuku, he feel horrible for Izuku. I see what it's actually do to him because he says, "Oh shit, being quirkless." It's oh god, because he has heard his mother died, and you know because of a quirkless, not a quirked person, and because he was at a quirkless and a quirked person. It's a pretty big ass thing. Like it. Sasha's hurt by it. Behind that, it was fuck it. It was two quirkless people, and people out. Sashi put them in. They quirkless being the horrible people. He's not specifically quirkless, but he has his side, but it's a lot stronger. So he thinking Zuko's a whole person, and since he has more power, he just started doing things he shouldn't. As Zuko Bakugo grabs him by the arm, grabs Sashi by the arm. As far as Sashi screams in pain, then Bakugo kicks him in the nuts. He falls and he goes back to Zuko, guys, and running. He runs with Zuko. Says he goes to I can't his mom's place. Says, "Mom, I hold up." He goes to his wife. Says, "Mix, Mom, I need you. Please let Zuko stay with us. Why? His dad is, how should I put this? His dad is I have to tell, please do not." Because Hisashi does know, but he pretend he's a different person when he see Mitsuki. Please do not tell Hisashi Izuku is here. Please, I beg you. Why? I can't tell you right now, but please don't. If he comes here, as you know, he goes to the police station because Mitsuki don't. She's in the process of setting up this stuff for phones, and as you know, he tells them, looks there and tells them everything he's seen that day, and you know, he's please go to arrest Sashi, and they go to they go to let's see if that's true. It's true. Every last bit, everything they did, everything Sashi did. Sashi gets arrested, put in jail for a long fucking time, but for that pain, they try, but the pain is so severe. Izuku is trauma in his head. He's still doing drugs. And he comes across these things he calls MPAs. He said it could get usually enhance his quirk and usually unlocks quirk for people who have them. He thinks maybe, as you know he does, he gets two things. NZT maybe he could he's trying to change the lives. He takes he gets his source and he goes to his source and gets like a fucking in fact 3 bags of NZT and like a whole small like this that you see on the screen that amount of MPH4. Guess what he gets it he smushes the NZT up into he got something like guy shit in the powder. Cause sometimes Zuko had to, because he had to ground shit. He does he is doing a little better after a while. After a while, after time skip, gotta say that. But he's doing a little better. He is definitely doing a little better. He crunches it, turns it to powder and mixes it with the amount of NZT. Now NZT having MPH4. I mean, it's like I say the NZPUTs was a little bigger. Then you see on the screen, it's a little bigger. It's not a little bit, but like it's like 2 times that, 3 times that size. He misses it, and he goes to snort it. He begins to convulse and shit. After taking, I mean, he takes the whole shit, a whole damn thing. He begins to, he falls on the ground, begin to convulse. I forgot the word. As he's on a. They don't. Mitsuki and Bakugo hears this. It's it's one of the days, they're out of school. Then he runs, says, they see Zuko like a convulsion on the goddamn ground. Zuko, he's calling, he's Bakugo, call 911. And so Bakugo goes to his phone, goes 911. It's just, no, it seems like a drug. I don't know. Let's see. So, they FBI, he was trying to investigate, Hisashi. But, they still haven't figured out why the fuck he has a whole. He's so resistant to the goddamn NZT without dying. As you see, they find out that the thing, the powder, that's in page 4, but they wasn't able to find the NZT. Like, so Zuko wakes up in the hospital. What happened? She said, if Mitsuki run over to us, please, why did you try to kill? What are you talking about? You were sick of drugs, you were trying to OD so much. You were trying to, please don't do that again, Izuku. Do what? As at this point, his mind is a lot clearer. And his mind is a lot fucking clearer. And he can remember a lot of things. And the memories, they are a lot more fucking vivid than he wanted to remember. He getting to cry. He says, I'm sorry, Mitsuki. It's okay, Zuko. Why would you? It's something that's supposed to help me. He said, and they said I had something. Maybe I could unlock a quirk. As that, or the other thing was that the thing is in the NZT and the MPH4, which he doesn't know yet. Which, I'm sorry. He says, as they hug, backwards says, you damn idiot. Damn nerd. Why would you do that? Just get the hell out of me. As he goes to hug him, and says, you let go. I know y'all probably won't like me for this, but I'm at it here, guys. This is what Deku had in NZT page 4, Prologue Part 0. And guys, I've got to say at the beginning, it didn't cross my mind. You can hit like and subscribe and press notifications. No, might not always post daily, I'm definitely getting into posting no more. Since it's just a 10 subscriber count, 10 subscriber special. Thank you. OMG, what I said.